Hello, I'm back. Alright, this video is about my very first evocation. Demonic evocation. My very first demonic evocation. And that was with Clauneck. When I first found out about Clauneck, the very first time I found out about Clauneck was when I read the Grimorium Verum, and I was just reading, just to get some background knowledge on demons and how to make my finances better and how to get my magic solid and how to, land more spells. So that's my reason why I read that book. And then, at a later time, I was in some Facebook groups, hoodoo groups and Satanist groups and stuff like that. But some of those groups were talking about Clauneck. I'm not really the social media type. I never have been. I'm not the social media person. So when I started getting on Facebook heavy, which was literally a few years ago, I'm not really a social media person. But anyway, the groups that I was in, when I had first started practicing all this magic, summoning, Legba, Papa, Legba, Marie Laveau, when I was going through all of these stages and phases of looking for knowledge and how to effectively practice magic, I was in, some hoodoo groups that would talk about Clauneck, and I started paying more and more attention to those groups, not just so much as reading their files to gain more knowledge, but I started to become more of a participant, to gain more knowledge and to also help others as I learned. So when I was introduced to Clauneck, I started paying more and more attention. I wrote down his sigil in my tiny little witch's, my little spell book or whatever you call it. It was about that big, about that thick. I drew his sigil in that book as well. And I did more research, and I came across this enchant. Get it? Enchant. Aphelin Essen Clauneck Kiar. And I was like, what is that? What is this? What is that? What is that? Aphelin Essen Clauneck Kiar. What is that for? What does that mean? What is it? So I wrote down his sigil in a book, my spell book, and I wrote his enchant to enchant his sigil, which is not how you do that. That's not how you do that. And I would sit and I would chant Aphelin Essen Clauneck Kiar. And I would chant it and I would chant it and I would chant it, and nothing happened. Literally nothing happened. Nothing. Nothing. So I'm like, okay. So I did more research about Clauneck, further research, and how to summon him appropriately and how to do all these things. And nothing was making sense to me. I was getting all kinds of indirect advice from the internet on how to summon him, how, to give his offerings and what I should do and what he likes, and nothing. He never came. I'm gonna be brutally honest. The stuff that I was learning from off the internet was not working. It wasn't working. No. This is my own personal experience. It wasn't the right way. So I goes to Lucifer. I'm like, I don't know what to do. I was getting to the point to where I would have the whole house dark while nobody was there, and I would just be like, Clauneck. I summoned you. I kid you not, I was doing that shit. Oh shit! Can you imagine? I was walking around the house with my little spell book with Clauneck's enchant and his sigil. I was like, Clauneck, I summoned the Clauneck. Where are you, Clauneck? Come. And Lucifer was like, girls, just know. Sit down. No, that ain't how you do that. That's not how you do that. So Lucifer sat me down. And I got a hold to Clauneck's sigil. And he said, think about, Lucifer told me this. He said, go back to your basic learning. Start over. Go back to the beginning. How do you activate a sigil? I was like, oh. So one day, I took Lucifer's advice, hail Lucifer, and I sat. I didn't read not one enchantment at all. I sat. I stared at Clauneck's sigil, and I let it glow like I knew how to do. I pricked my finger with my then husband's needle. You know, always sterilize the shit, and then I boop, and then I called Clauneck's name 3 times. House is just quiet, nobody there. Kids was at school, my baby was asleep, and I'd be damned. Clauneck showed up. So when I met Clauneck, it was just my blood, his sigil. Of course, I did still have the enchantment written above it, but that wasn't the right way for me to go. That wasn't the right way for me to go. So I did all that, and I talked to Clauneck, and I didn't ask for anything. I didn't ask him for nothing. I just wanted to see if I could do it, if he would come. If I could, connect with him, to build a relationship with him. That's why I went to Clauneck the first time, because I heard so much about him that I got curious myself as to who this demon or this energy, this power was. Because at that time, I didn't even know Clauneck was a demon. I didn't know. The hoodoo people didn't even tell me that was a demon. They didn't say Clauneck was a demon. I thought, I'm young, stupid, didn't know no better, still young, magically didn't know no better. So I sat there, and that was the end of that. I gave him my blood offering, and I left it at that. So as I became more evolved spiritually, I started learning more and more about Clauneck. I would do my evocations the way that I was taught in the beginning on how to effectively charge a sigil. So when I finally started getting closer and closer to Clauneck, I literally caught on to his energy. His energy is light. And when I say light, I mean he's lighthearted. He's still got that heavy, powerful energy, but he's very lighthearted. He's kind, he's caring, he's loving, he's witty, he's smart, he works quick, and he's an excellent businessman. He knows what he's doing. He knows the hell he's doing, and he's a damn good teacher too. When we first started to build our relationship and our connection together, I never really asked him for anything. The very first thing I asked Clauneck for was $7,000 to give me a laptop and something else. And then I went back to him and said, no, I don't even need $7,000. I don't really want this Apple laptop. The laptop I'm on right now. The MacBook Air that I'm on right now. So, let me look. I don't know if y'all can see it. I tried. Gives a damn. But yeah. I went to him and I built my relationship with him first. I learned what techniques that were correct in summoning him. Everything I was doing at first was not right. I was screaming around the house. I was doing all this crazy shit, chanting all this shit and wasn't supposed to. And it never worked. None of it worked. So I went back to what I was taught in the beginning, how to effectively charge a sigil. After that, ever since then, I took off. Me and Clauneck became like best friends, So I would sit and I would talk to Clauneck. We would laugh together. We would just chill. you know. Then one day I did an evocation with him. He told me he wanted some cigarettes. I went and got him some cigarettes. Another time during evocation, he told me he likes whiskey, which I pretty much already knew, because I say this because of the beings that I was working with previously liked alcohol. You know, Papa Legba loves rum, spiced rum. I used to buy big ass things of Captain Morgan and big, tubs of coffee for Papa Legba, because he liked black or spiced rum, not black rum, but he liked spiced rum. So I would buy these big things of spiced rum for Papa Legba and give it to him as offerings every other day, or if not every other day, every Monday. If Papa Legba wanted pennies, I would give him pennies. If he wanted pennies, alcohol, and coffee, I would give Papa Legba penny alcohols and coffee. If he wanted me to dance around his veve, that's what I did. You see what I'm saying? So I had to go back to the basics of what I was already doing previously. So with Clauneck, it was pretty much the same, just on a demonic level. That's what I was doing. So Clauneck told me he wanted some cigarettes. I went and got cigarettes. He told me he liked alcohol, the dark alcohol, mainly whiskey. So he likes the whiskey. He likes apple, oh gosh, I can't never, Crown Royal, apple Crown Royal. He likes bourbon. He likes Maker's Mark whiskey. He likes tequila. And those are the alcohols that he likes, Clauneck. So I would give him those offerings. Whatever he asked me to get, I got it. It'll be like a pop-up thought. And I would go to the store and get it, And I would get him his cigarettes. He likes pork, So getting to know Clauneck, I started slowly but surely learning everything that he liked. Every time I did an evocation, it would be the same things that he liked plus something new. You see what I'm saying? First it was the cigarettes. But he liked my cigarettes that I was smoking on top of Newports. So he likes Marlboro Menthol Light 100s and Newport Menthol 100s. So those are the two types of cigarettes he likes. If you have any other kinds of cigarettes, then get them. But he really mainly likes the heavy menthol cigarettes. And he likes Marlboro Menthol 100s as well. So every time I had some type of evocation with Clauneck, it would be something new he would add on to it. Like it went from cigarettes to alcohol to food. He likes pork, but he likes it cooked a specific way. So I was like, Clauneck, what kind of food you like? What would pork? You like pork. So how do you want me to cook it? So he wanted me to cook it garlic salt, garlic powder, paprika, and cooked to brown, well done in the middle. He said he liked it crispy but not burnt. I'm like, well, damn, you detailed, ain't you? So I would fix him his favorite pork. I would go to the store and get a pork loin. I would season it. I would cut him some pieces off, and I would cook it, and then cut him some pieces off to perfection the way he liked it, and I would put it up hidden somewhere where my husband couldn't find it. And I would be giving my offerings to Clauneck in secret. So after I found out that he likes cigarettes and what type of cigarettes, his alcohol and his favorite kinds of alcohol, and he's very generous too. So don't be taking advantage of Clauneck neither. I always ask permission before I take anything. If just to chill with him, you know what I'm saying. But he will share if you have that type of connection to him. If you don't have that type of connection, don't take no demon shit off the altar. If you're going to give it to him and leave it there and then dispose of it 24 hours to 3 days later. So after I found out all those offering types, I went online and I researched what kind of colors he likes. And he does like red. He does. He loves blood. He likes blood. He will take your blood. He will accept the blood. But he also has his favorite offerings that give him what they want. So I went online. I did a little bit more research. I found out that he likes red. So I'm going to go and sit and figure this out on my own. because I was already led astray the first time. Shit didn't work. I was running around the house screaming Clauneck, and he wasn't coming up. I was doing some type of damn enchant that I didn't know nothing about, and he wasn't showing up. So when I went up gold and I talked to Clauneck, I finds out that he does like red. He likes burning red candles. He likes black, but not as much as red. He likes red. So I would have burning red candles. While doing my spell work, I would have a green candle as representation of, money, or gold as representation of money. Clauneck also will help you find, per the Grimorium Verum, he brings money fast and will help you find, hidden treasures. You see what I'm saying? So he helps you get money quick. He brings money quick, and he also helps you find hidden treasures. And you don't have to make a pact with him, per the Grimorium Verum. You don't have to make no pact with him to work with him. You don't have to. It says in that book that he will help you if you make a pact with him. No, that's not true. You see what I'm saying? You want to go and seek out the truth, you go and work with the demons on your own to find out the truth about them. This is what I'm trying to tell you. Because you're going to be deterred in all these kinds of different fucking directions. And you're going to be sitting there lost. So the best way for you to learn is to go to them yourself and learn about them yourself. You get led the right way when you work with Lucifer. So anyway, he likes red. So I had all of his offerings. I gave him, when I could, his pork loin, the way he likes it, the way he prefers, crispy but not burnt, well done in the middle, no blood, no, demons don't like animal blood, or period blood. Don't ever give a demon period blood. Don't do it, women. So I would give him all of his favorite offerings. Around the end of 2019, September, October, November, December. So I say September, October-ish was when I really started asking Clauneck for one thing. I would ask him for stuff, but he knew I didn't really want that shit. And I knew I didn't really want it. He's like, why are you trying to play around and test? Don't do that. It have to be something that you really want. So I got put in my place. It wasn't in a bad way, but, dialogue. Be real. So he was real with me. If you don't really want it, don't ask for it, because you're not going to get it. So I would sit there and I would do my evocations. I would build my relationship with him. I would go and make sure I got him his alcohol. I would get the big bottles to last me at least a month or two, to make sure I was giving him a shot at least 2 to 3 times a week of his preferred alcohol. I would give him cigarettes maybe once or twice a month, because I smoke cigarettes. I might as well give them to him when I get them. I would give him his favorite offering of a red candle when my husband went home at that time, and my kids was, they knew I was a witch. They still know I'm a practicing witch. My kids, they know. Then I would sit at this time. I'm sitting and I'm dialoguing with Clauneck, and I'm building my relationship with him, and I'm singing to him. So he likes this song that I would sing to him. I love you, Clauneck. Clauneck, you are, I would say, Clauneck, you are my boo thing, or something like that. Clauneck, you're my boo thing. Clauneck, you're my boo thing. Clauneck, you're my boo. Clauneck, you're my boo. And I would sing to him, and he would chill with me, and he would love to hear me sing to him. So I would sing to Clauneck. I would talk to him. We would just chill, and that was it. We was just cooling. That was it. I would never went to him to ask him for anything. And when I did, it wasn't nothing I really wanted anyway. So that's why I never got that shit, because I didn't want it. So when I really started getting serious with Clauneck was when I really wanted this laptop that I'm talking on right now. I was like, Clauneck, I want a laptop. I want an Apple laptop. Can you please help me come up with the money for an Apple laptop? Because at that time, I didn't even know how much that fucking Apple laptop cost. So I'm like, Clauneck, I need $7,000 for an Apple laptop and a printer. Because, me, I'm stuck in this fucked up situation. My mental is going all array. My brains is fried. I was like one of them fucking strung out cats that you would see with the fur all over it, fucked up and patches of fur missing and shit, eyeballs just fucked. That's how I felt on the inside. And Clauneck knew that. Ooh, I got a story. Oh, wait. I can't wait to get through this. But Clauneck at that time, aside from Lucifer, was my best friend. He was my best friend at that time. He still is. He still is. I got serious and I was like, Clauneck, I need $7 grand for an Apple laptop and a printer. Oh, no. It was $7 grand for an Apple laptop, a printer, a scale, stapler, and some other stuff that I needed when I had just started building my business up. So I needed some equipment. I needed some things because I was starting to, gain a little bit of momentum in my business with clientele and spell work. So I was like, I'm going to need a printer. I'm going to need some things, to help me, effectively administer and run and operate my business. So I was like, I went to Clauneck for $7 grand. And like I said, my mind was all fucked up. I was, just fucking fried mentally. It was ridiculous. My goodness. And Clauneck and Lucifer were my best friends. In that during that time. So I goes to Clauneck. I asked for the laptop. I asked for the $7 grand. And I was sitting one day, maybe a month after I did my evocation with Clauneck. And he says to me, what kind of laptop do you want? You never told me. You said you wanted an Apple laptop, but what kind of laptop? You said you wanted a printer, but what kind of printer? Like, well, I'll be damned. I left out all kinds of details. So I went back and I did my evocation with Clauneck not too long after that. And I said I wanted me a HP Envy 5500. And I showed him what kind of, I said, this is what I want. And I went and I scrolled for this Apple laptop. I was like, I don't know which one I want because there's so many versions of them. And then I came up across one that was made in 2019. Or close to, 2019. So I said, Clauneck, I want this Apple MacBook Air. I don't want no big bulky Apple laptop. And I know I want it in rose gold. And I know I want it to be, thin. I don't want it to be too bulky. Like, I don't like bulky shit. And I don't like the way I'm picky. So I don't like the square shapes on this. And I don't want that. And I wanted to have the new updated versions of everything. And then that's how he helped me get into more detail about my position. So I was like, Clauneck, I want this and I want that. But he was like, what kind? You're not giving me no details. Come on, honey, get it together. So I was like, okay. So I went back and did my evocation with Clauneck, more detailed. So the first thing I got was my HP Envy laptop. I got my laptop. No, I mean my HP Envy printer. I got my printer. It was black. It was a black printer. And I was doing evocation. I was like, okay, I figured out what kind of things I want. Now, can you help me get it? He was like, you're going to have to give me some time. The very first thing I asked for was the HP Envy printer. You know what I'm saying? Because I was running my business from my phone. And at that time, I had and he helped me get my phone, too. I forgot about that. He sure did. At that time, I had I'm talking about my phone. At that time, I had an Android, but I don't remember what kind of Android it was. I had an Android phone that I was operating my business from. I was using my Android. That motherfucker was slowish. And I was like, Clauneck, I need another phone. So I wound up getting me a phone because my the iPhone 8, my car fried the damn motherboard earlier that year. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? But that was the time where my husband attachments, thoughts, negative thoughts attached to good thoughts. So I was like, Clauneck, I need this and this and this and this. And he helped me get everything, literally. He helped me get detailed about everything that I needed, everything that I wanted, everything that I desired. He helped me get more detailed and more expressive about it. So I got my phone. I forgot about that. I got me an iPhone 11. Here it is. I got another one too. I ended up getting two iPhone 11s. I was like, Clauneck, I kind of wanted both. I want two iPhones, because I'm greedy as hell, so, and I'm spoiled rotten, obviously. So I got this. I got it, an iPhone 11 in this color and in a yellow color. This is mint, but I have another one in yellow. That sometimes I'll be shooting my videos off of too. So then I got my iPhones. That opportunity presented itself, but I didn't buy it. The first iPhone I didn't buy. The yellow one was the first one. I got that for free. So then I told Clauneck I wanted another one. And he gave me another one, but I ended up buying this one brand new off Amazon for like $700-800 or something like that back in January of last year. Get all kinds of shit. So I got my iPhones and I got my HP Envy printer, and then I got my laptop. See, but the thing was, when I was in search of a laptop, I didn't like the prices. So Clauneck was like, how you expect to get a laptop if you ain't gonna spend that money? Are you going to be satisfied with the amount of money you have left over? And this was not during evocation. I started noticing that Clauneck would come and talk to me on his own. After I had built that relationship with him, he would start coming to me, talking to me on his own. I was like, what? He's coaching me for real? So he was like, if you're not happy with the amount of money that you have left over, don't spend your money. Because he knew that I was going to have panic attacks about spending my money, because I'm picky as fuck. I like to have at least $200 to $300 left over if I'm making a big, a big spend like that, a big purchase. And everybody knows that a brand new Apple laptop is not fucking cheap. It's like $1,000 to $1,500 or some odd dollars. And I was like, I don't want to spend that money. Well, he said, you don't really want it then. He said, before you decide to get you an Apple laptop, you make sure that you are 100% okay with the amount of money that you have left over. And I said, okay. And I was going back and forth. I was just, I was just like, every time I looked at the price, I really want this laptop, but I don't want to spend money. That's $1,000. That's $1,200. So I was like, So I had to come to terms with the amount of money that I was about to spend or circulate on this here fine piece of equipment that I now have. You know what I'm saying? I had to be okay with what I was about to do. I had to fully align. Basically, he was telling me to be in full alignment. He's a teacher as well. He said to be in full alignment with what it is that you want before you make that purchase. Make sure, he told me, he said this. He said, make sure your emotions, your mental, and your financial are all in check before you make that purchase. Because if not, you're going to make a bad financial decision, a bad buy. You're not going to be paying attention to anything. You might even buy the wrong thing. Because out here with these Apple laptops and all these electronics, they have in tiny print refurbished. See, and I was running across a lot of those refurbished ones. So he told me mentally and emotionally, make sure you are ready. Make sure you are straight. Make sure you are paying attention. He was telling me to look out for bad buys. So that's what I was doing. I was making sure that everything about me was in full alignment when I made this purchase on this laptop. So come January of 2020, literally the end of January is when I made my purchase of the then 2020 MacBook Air with the M1 chip. Excuse me, I got air. I got air. No, so but a couple of weeks before that, I made sure that I was mentally and emotionally ready. And I just kept looking at Best Buy. I kept looking at Amazon. I just kept watching everything. I was watching myself. I was standing in alignment, and I was doing everything Clauneck was telling me to do. So by the time I made that purchase, I was okay with it. And everything would be in alignment, and I would be all right. Not only did I have my phones that I asked for, I had my most of my equipment. I had my printer, my scale, and all those other things. I had all that stuff in place. The only thing I needed, at that time to check it off my list was my laptop, so I could have something durable to work on, and I could have for a long time, so I won't have to keep buying, electronics, because I don't like to keep putting my money in stuff like that when I know I'm trying to have some type of experience with me and my children going and traveling and doing things and eating out. Obviously, I like to eat out, honey. I like to eat, so I'm not going to spend $1,000 on no electronics that I can't eat. I can't can't eat that. So I went, and I made my purchase at the end of January, and I was happy. I was in full alignment. I made my purchase, and he says to me after I made my purchase for my laptop from Best Buy, he said, "Are you happy with the amount of money you have left?" And I was like, yes, Clauneck, yes, I am extremely happy with what I have left over. I'm happy. I'm grateful. I'm thankful, and I'm glad you coached me through it, because if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have nothing. Because I'm indecisive, and I don't like to spend my money like it's circulate. I like to save my money on stuff that I really, But but you had to make a promise and keep it. Don't forget about your promises. So at the end of that, I promised Clauneck if he got me this $7,000, which he did, obviously, because I got the laptop, the printer, the phones, and everything else that I asked for, all of my office equipment, basically. So I got everything I asked for. I got the $7,000 in January of last year. No, it was a little bit before January when I got all the money up to get everything, but it was coming in, and I got everything, and so what I promised him in exchange for all of this stuff, I would personally donate to a charity $250, and I did it. I donated $250 to a charity in his name after I had received everything, but I gave my offerings, all of my offerings first. And I said in my petition from the heart, as an extra added offering, I promise to donate $250 to charity. And I did exactly that. Fulfill your promises. You see what I'm saying? Give them their offerings, come with respect, have trust, have faith, and listen. But don't forget about the beginning part, building your relationship with them on a personal level. See, I was saying to Clauneck, I was giving him his offerings. I was trying to figure him out. I was trying to figure out how he worked. I was trying to get to know him better. Clauneck, what he liked, what he doesn't like, he doesn't like. Oh. I'm not going to tell it. Clauneck loves sex too. He loves sex. He loves it. Females, not men. He likes it from females. But ladies, if you have a budding and really close relationship with Clauneck, don't be surprised at the things that may take place. Only if you give him permission. I gave him permission. He can mount me at any time. It does not matter. But you got to give him permission to do so. But he loves sex from the ladies. He's a ladies' man. He loves women. With Clauneck, I had an amazing time. I had an amazing learning experience. Clauneck is an excellent teacher during the process of you getting your money, during the process of you making your mind up about what it is that you want. He is an excellent teacher And he works on the mental level, the mind. He works on the mental level, and then he goes down to your emotions, and then he goes down to your physicality. Are you really ready? Are you aligned? Are you 100% ready to do this thing? Are you ready to receive this? Can you mentally handle this? Can you perceive it? Can you work with me? Can you work how I work? Can you do what I tell you to do? That's how he works. Not you making all these commands and demands. That's not gonna work. Thinking he's your slave and that he's gonna just do what you tell him to. Fuck no. The demons do not work like that at all, baby. No. Get that out your head. I don't know what the. No. No. Look, I'm fat. I don't give a damn. I've been eating good. Eating good, baby. I'm about to fly away. Who want to go on a plane ride? Anyway. Oh, shit. That's how Clauneck works. Clauneck is an amazing teacher. He makes sure you get your mind right before you make any other moves. He will make sure that you are fully aligned, fully correct. Remember, he is a demon of wealth. He is wealth. He is the embodiment of wealth. He is wealth from head to toe, inside out. His entire being is wealth. Mental, emotional, and physical wealth. He is everything wealth. He is a wealth demon. So understand where he's coming from when he's trying to work with you. He wants you to be and think and act like him. Just do what he tells you to do. So, that's my experience with Clauneck. My very first evocation with a demon was Clauneck from the Royal Legion. Remember, you can't boo. Remember, you can't summon Lucifer. You can't summon. Oh, my baby's dirty. My baby been outside playing in the dirt. He got dirt all over his hands and face. Yes. So if you really truly want to connect with the demon Clauneck, go to him the proper way. I just want to give a good fair warning. Some folk could be very well working with the lower entities, lower demons who are not of the Royal Legion are demons that have no soul. They have no life force. They feed off of energy. That's how they get stronger. If you don't give them no power, if you don't give them no attention, they deplete their energy and then they just turn into this vapor. But I want to warn you about lowers. If you don't clear and cleanse your home with Leviathan first, and you think you've supposedly been working with Clauneck, lowers will hate it when you realize that ain't Clauneck, that is a lower. They will get absolutely pissed off because they've been feeding off your energy, your joy, your praise, your happiness, your sadness, your sickness, your depression, all of that. When it comes to changing and you're trying to work and you're trying to get your life together, all those ups and downs, you've been giving that to a lower. Demons are on a higher frequency. They get it done. They stay on that frequency. They don't drop shit for nobody. A lower will feed off of all of your energy, and they will take all the credit for, or in the name of the royal demon that they are being an imposter on. They're fake. They're being false, impersonating an imposter. So that's why it's important to clear your home with Leviathan first, so that you are not making the grand mistake of working with the lower demon that will leech off your energy and feel drained, cause you to feel drained. When you're working with Clauneck, there's nothing but high energy. There's nothing but alignment and ascension. There's nothing but momentum and encouragement. With a lower demon, you're not gonna feel none of that. You're gonna feel drained as fuck. Come on now. It's a lower is literally sucking the energy and the vital life force out of you to the point to where you can't do shit. A royal demon does not do that. Clauneck for damn sure don't do that. So my story with Clauneck and my then husband. So I was close to Clauneck, and I was getting, my momentum going with him and getting close to him and talking to him. And Clauneck was giving me all kinds of money. He was giving me everything I wanted. He was giving me discounts, getting Lyft drivers to take money off, and I didn't have to give no tip, and I just paid a little bit of percentage of the trip. And I was getting all kinds of shit working with Clauneck. So one day, I found out that Clauneck loves the scent of cotton. So I had this little tiny essential oil, and I would, dab some on a piece of paper on Clauneck's sigil and give it to him. And if I didn't have that, I would just give him his regular offerings. But that was the off thing that he likes cotton. He likes cotton scent. So one day, my husband was being real fucking nasty to me. Real nasty. We was in his tractor truck. He's a truck driver and everything, or was. So we were at the corner store that we always went to. I got out of the truck, went in, did my thing, got what I was supposed to get, came out and got back in the truck. This motherfucker was being nasty to me the whole entire time I was there with him. Because he had put me out the year before. And all kinds of shit was going on with that. And I ended up back with him. So Clauneck. This is how I know Clauneck was there. I felt him first. First I felt him. I was sitting in the tractor, the tractor. I was sitting in the truck. I was sitting on the passenger side. He's on his big wheel. Them tractor trailers got them big ass wheels. And he's just sitting there. And after I done got in, and I sat there, ready to go, ready to get home. And his attitude was just nasty for no reason. So then I felt Clauneck. I felt Clauneck in there. I felt him. And then I smelled cotton scent. I smelled cotton scent. I smelled it, but I didn't say anything. His ass said, "Why do I smell burning cotton?" And I was like, oh shit, he in trouble. Ooh, he in trouble. I was thinking this. I didn't say it out loud, but I was thinking this. I said, ooh shit, he in trouble. Honey, he in trouble. Clauneck fucked his money. Clauneck fucked his money up trying to mess with me. So when you working with demons, baby, they will protect you. They will protect you. They will take care of you. They will make sure you have everything you need as long as you are respecting them. As long as you are, just do what you're supposed to do. And be earnest and diligent on your path and your journey to trying to get to know them and understanding how they truly operate. So Clauneck messed him up, man. Clauneck messed up his money. He made him end up losing his cards, his debit cards, his bank account. He couldn't access none of his money. He couldn't pay the rent because the rent was because he couldn't access nothing. He couldn't access none of his money. His bank account was locked. His debit cards wasn't working. Clauneck fucked his money up, man. Clauneck made sure I had everything I needed and he messed him up because he was messing with me. So that is my personal experience with the love of my life aside from Lucifer. Clauneck, my boyfriend, he chose me. He told me he picked me. One day I was standing at the table. This was when I first met Clauneck and was starting to get closer to him. And He said, "You all mine." He said it in that smooth voice. He said, "You all mine. You belong to me." I was like, "Ooh, shit." Got me a wealth demon on my side. Clauneck's my boyfriend. He's my boo thing. But no, that's with my personal relationship with him. That's how we are together. So, yes, Clauneck will most definitely take care of you, depending on how you come towards him. Don't be demanding, because you ain't going to get shit. Obviously, take my experience and a lot of people's experiences. For example, working with lowers that are imposters because you ain't doing your evocations right. Call on Leviathan. Do I got any other stories for Clauneck? No. Hey, make sure that you are completely and totally aligned before you actually receive the money that you need. Now, if you are in alignment already, then your shit could come just like that. But if you're not in full alignment, he gonna make sure that you're going through that process while that money is coming to you. So when that money is coming towards you, you're basically pulling it in, and he's pushing it towards you. But at the same time, you have to be aligned with it in order to pull it in quicker. You see what I'm saying? So if you understand how Clauneck works, congratulations. If you don't, then that's how he works. So get it together. I learned my stuff through trial and error and personal, seeking them out personally. So, that's about it. With my experience with Clauneck, my boo thing. Clauneck is my boo thing. Clauneck is my boo thing. Yes, that's the song that I used to sing to him. Clauneck is my boo. That's what I used to sing to him when we first started. I'm getting close together. After I moved down here where I'm at now, over around here, I just got completely knocked over, dealing with all those flashbacks that I was having when I moved, and my mind was just so used to, my subconscious mind was so used to being in that situation, and I took myself out of that situation, so I ended up going into some kind of mental and emotional shock, literally, and it's starting to wear off finally. But when I first moved, and my surroundings completely changed, my mental was like, what? We're not used to this. I'm not used to doing this. I'm used to being treated a certain way. I'm not used to being nice to. So when I first moved here, I was like, what is you doing? Why? Because it was people trying to help me, and being hospitable and doing these things for me. And I was so used to being combative with the person that I was with that I was fighting off the nice people. I'm like, I don't want none of that. And then that's what happens when you go through traumatizing events and your mind is stuck in shock, So my mind was stuck. I was in shock, like mentally and emotional shock. It was ridiculous, so now I'm in a different space, mentally and emotionally, different territory. Yeah, but that's it. That is my personal experience with my boo, the Royal Demon, the 44th Demon of the Royal Legion. His numbers are 444. He will... Anytime you see 44 or 444, that is his number. That is Clauneck saying, I am here. I am listening. I see you. I got you. We're going through this together. The process, trust it. Trust me. And we're going to be all right. He's winking at you. He's letting you know he's there. Every time you see 444 or 44, that is Clauneck's number in demonic magic. And on Luciferian side, that is Clauneck. Okay? In demonic magic. Dark magic. So I've been talking for almost a damn hour, but that was my experience with Clauneck. I had to go through all of that. I had to go through. I was walking around the house I was walking around the house screaming, Clauneck, come, like something. Can you imagine Lucifer watching me do that shit? And he was like, what the fuck are you doing? That's not how you do that. Can you imagine just you not being able to see Lucifer on the other side of the veil, and he's just like, what is she doing? She's not doing it right. And just said, sit down, shut up, and let me teach you how to do this right. Can you imagine? That's some crazy shit. But I'm about to get off of here. Y'all have a good one. Don't let nobody piss you off. You know where to go to if they do. Y'all have a good night. Hail Clauneck, I love you. Hail Lucifer, I love you. Hail B-May, hail the Legion. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate it. Talk to y'all soon. Bye.